So we'll now hear some words of loving remembrance from Muriel's granddaughters. Thanks.
Muriel was born on the 15th of August 1939 in England to parents Jean and Don Pettit. Muriel and her parents moved to Australia when she was 13 years old. She completed high school in Stawell and then went on to Burwood Teachers College. Growing up listening to Muriel, it felt like there wasn't anything she didn't know.
Muriel was appointed to a teaching position in Timboon. During her time working there, she met Don at a dance in Cobden. They married in 1964, at which time they lived and worked in Derrinellum. Muriel and Don ran a local milk bar for 6 years before moving to Warrnambool, where they ran the T&G snack bar in Liebig Street. Muriel then went on to teach around the district before finding her permanent place at South Warrnambool, where she worked for 15 years before retiring.
Muriel had 2 sons, Andrew and Tim, a daughter-in-law, Linda, 2 grandchildren, us, and a great-grandson, Patrick. Andrew and Tim loved sport, and Muriel was their biggest supporter. She used to say that she should get a taxi meter put in her car with all the carloads of kids she would drive around the district to different sporting events. Then when the boys got older, she really needed that meter in the car with all the car trips to and from the pub. The family home at Ellison Avenue was always full of kids, and Muriel was a great host, looking out for everyone, keeping them alive, and counting heads for breakfast. The boys commented that the quality of the party could be measured by her knitting pace. The more nervous she was sitting inside, the faster she would churn out some knitting.
Muriel was a pragmatic person. She was incredibly generous with her time. She loved a task, a committee, and gave back to many different organisations throughout her life, including the Boys' Little Athletic Club, the church as an elder, childcare centre, fellowship, op shops, to name a few. This was something Muriel shared with us when we were children. We remember making self-care packages and helping to knit toys to be donated.
Growing up, Taylor and I spent lots of time at Nanny and Pa's house, playing endless snakes and ladders, making some creative craft project, or making up a dramatic story with Nanny's keyboard. They both loved looking after us as much as we loved playing with them.
Muriel had many close friends whom she connected with at different times throughout her life, through her supports at the church, the op shop, or Probus group. She spoke so fondly of their lunches, coffees, and time spent together.
As we remember the good parts of Muriel's life, it's also important to acknowledge the challenging times: Tim's death, Don's dementia and passing. Muriel, Don, and their youngest son, Tim, are together again. May they rest in peace. Now we will share a few words on behalf of Dad.
Mum was a strong, determined, and sometimes pig-headed lady. His words. All characteristics she demonstrated in the last 2 years of her life. Mum was facing the biggest fight of her life when she started giving the chopper pilot instructions before flying her to Geelong for a major operation. After months of recovery, her wish was granted and she finally got to go home, but not without more challenges. A family meeting with a specialist was held to tell Mum what her future would look like. The specialist said, and I quote, "Muriel, you will pretty much be housebound for the foreseeable future." After this comment, Mum didn't listen to another word he said. She had other ideas.
She was determined to prove him wrong, and she did. With the help of family and friends and the support of carers and the team at Right at Home, she was able to enjoy the things she loved, like going to church, luncheons with friends, volunteering at the op shop, family Christmas, and even making the front page of a Standard with the story about her life-saving operation and attending her great-grandson's birthday. On Sunday the 15th of February, it was business as usual for Mum. She went to the church, then out for lunch with her friends, chatting with her neighbours on the way home. Once home, she faced another battle, the one she couldn't win. Mum, I'm so proud of your courage and independence you showed over the last 2 years, and I'm proud to have been your son. We will miss you. Goodbye. Reunited with Dad and Tim.
Don't remember me with sadness. Don't remember me with tears. Remember all the laughter that we've shared throughout the years. Now I am contented that my life, it was worthwhile, knowing that as I passed along the way, I made somebody smile. When you are walking down the street and you have me on your mind, I'm walking in your footsteps, only half a step behind. So please don't be unhappy just because I'm out of sight. Remember that I'm with you each morning, noon and night.
Reading from John's Gospel, chapter 14, verses 1 to 7. Do not be worried and upset, Jesus told them. Believe in me, believe in God, and believe also in me. There are many rooms in my Father's house, and I'm going to prepare a place for you. I would not tell you this if it were not so. And after I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to myself, so that you will be where I am. You know the way that leads to the place where I am going. Thomas said to him, Lord, we do not know where you are going, so how can we know the way to get there? Jesus answered him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one goes to the Father except by me. Now that you have known me, he said to them, you will know my Father also, and from now on you do know him and you have seen him. May God bless to us the reading from his word.